ああ、まあ確かにビンタはあまり見ないかもしれません。けれど引っかき合いはしょっちゅうですよ。
Damn! These girls are like scratching and clawing at each other, and then, oh, sure, that's not a problem, but then this dude getting slapped in the face. Oh my god, stop the presses! This guy's a pervert. Like, what? Get out of here. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Princess Evanglie. So we're continuing where we left off. Last video we left off, we kind of finished with the society elections. So Rise ended up winning. She's the head of the White Lily Society now. She won by default because none of the original people showed up. And then Ruriko was made the head of the Red Rose Society. So yeah, so they're gonna be, yeah, even though they're both close friends, they're gonna be rivals now. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see the dynamic shift there moving forward. So, but anyway, I assume in this part we're gonna be seeing them try to like actually, I guess, see about getting the old members back, like trying to convince them somehow. Yeah, because right now this whole thing hinges on everybody liking Masaya. So, because if nobody likes him, then this whole experiment would have been for nothing, which is what we've established since the start. So, but yeah, it should be interesting. I am excited to see how the dynamic evolves moving forward. Yeah. So, anyway, so with introductions out of the way, let's just get back into it. So, a week had passed. I was working as hard as I could to expand my social circle, but yeah, nobody probably wants to talk to him, so no luck at all. Yeah, not surprising. I tried my best to talk to people with a personable smile, but I was shot down every time. Yeah. I mean, those are the kind of people who they put on that fake smile to try to, I guess, mask who they really are, and then it turns out they're just complete like garbage inside. I don't know, I hate those kind of people, but I could barely approach anyone without them running away, usually screaming. Jesus Christ. I was about to give up hope. Like, do these girls not have like any fathers in their lives? Because they should know what like a male figure looks like, how they act. I guess they don't have a father. None of these girls have a father. That's crazy to me. Aw, Ruriko. Yeah, like I said, we might be able to recruit her. I was saying this in the last video, but she's probably one of our #1 supporters right now, since she actually wants to get to know him, so. Thanks. Arigato. Then, there was Ruriko-san, who claimed to have an interest in men, and as such wanted to know more about me. Yeah, start with her, you know? You at least have a friend right there. Just saying. She wasn't lying. Sometimes she would approach me directly, other times she would just watch me from afar. I mean, you don't need to like hide in the shadows, just come up and be like, hey, like, how's it going, you know? But how am I supposed to make friends with them? Do you have any ideas, Ruriko-san? You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I mean, not the bread part, but like baking them something. Yeah, like giving them like a gift or something. Like a good faith gift. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, that could work actually. It's worth a try, you know. Lure them in with food, you mean? Why do you gotta put it like that? He had to make it weird. Come on, dude. Well, I do like it.
ではマサヤさんはパンターベル2世ですね。1世はこちらです。
There are a lot of people who like bread.
よかったら今度またご馳走して差し上げますね。
Thanks, I like that. It really was good after all.
先日はバゲットで足りました？なんでしたらバタールでも構いませんが。
Batard, interesting. That's. I don't think I've ever heard that. I don't think I've ever heard of that. There's butter inside. That sounds great. Ah, that's what a batard is. Okay. Interesting. Huh?
マサヤさんって面白い方。そういう冗談、私好きです。
I guess. So that's not what a batard is then. Ruriko-san turned to leave the classroom, her long hair trailing out behind her. I wasn't trying to make a joke.
苦戦しているみたいね、マサヤさん。
See, and then we have Tamie. Like, she's another one. Like, I mean, she's kind of in. I mean, with her, the whole like reporter shtick, she's trying. I guess they're trying to make her seem like she's unbiased. I mean, she's kind of just the indifferent one too. Yeah, like her and Marika, I think, are the indifferent ones. Yeah, because I guess if she's seen trying to help him out, then it would look bad for it would be bad like PR, I guess. That's probably why she's not willing to jump into his aid. But I mean, I feel like she could be a good friend, maybe, you know? A little. She had been following me all week for what she called follow-up interviews, so I had become used to seeing Tamie-san around.
ま、気長に攻めることや。何しろうちと来たら、男子とはほとんど喋ったこともないっていうような純粋培養の子ばっかりなんだから。
Again, do they not have fathers? That's what I'm more curious about. How do they not have like any male figure in their lives? To the point where they're literally running screaming. That seems like a little overreaction, but then again, it's an anime type game, so these kind of Japanese storylines are usually overtly ridiculous for the sake of storytelling, so we don't think too hard about it, so yeah.
でも、あなたもなかなか隅に置けないわよね。
Smooth operator? What do you mean by that? I mean, I feel like he's been kind of screwing everything up, but then again, you know, that again, going back to like these kinds of storylines, the protagonist is always depicted as like kind of a clueless idiot. So, but yeah, they get all the girls at the end, which makes zero sense to me, but it is what it is. What do you mean?
だって、なんだかんだでビジュブルーと仲良しになっているじゃないの。
I assume that's Ruriko. Yeah, Blue Gem. Oh, that's cute, actually. Blue Gem, oh. Who's that?
あらま、知らなかったの？ルリコさんのことよ。
Ah. She has a cute name a cute title, yeah, Blue Gem. Ah, is that her title?
言葉の意味も分かっていないよね。その様子じゃ。
Probably not if he's asking, like, if he's never heard of it before now. I'm still not used to all this French. It would be easier if it were in English, at least. Yeah, English would make more sense, because then they can just translate it to katakana. Yeah, in all the years that I've studied Japanese, for a lot of Japanese people, from what I know, from what I could tell, they like to. Well, katakana is used to translate English words, and so for most people, it's easier to read it in katakana than in English, because then it makes more sense to them. So yeah, that'd be interesting. It's kind of cool to see the cultural differences. So.
ビジュブル、その意味は瑠璃色の宝石。
What did she say? Ruri no Hoseki? I think. Wow. I found myself speaking in genuine admiration. So Ruriko-san was the blue gem. Yeah, it fits.
でしょ？我が校の美人どころの一角を占めているもの。
Yeah. For that matter, Tamie-san was quite pretty herself. It almost seemed a prerequisite for attendance. Hey, if you're hot, you're in. Like, we only accept 9s and above here. And then, like, you got, like, chubby girls applying. Like, nope. Like, oh, you're like a 4. Come back once you got that liposuction. Like, goddamn, that's fucked. But
そんなルリコさんと喋れる仲になったことはなかなかのいい作戦よ。
that's what I've been saying. Like, you should lean into her for right now, you know. Strategy?
え、違ったの？
It wasn't intentional, nah. He kind of stumbled into her by accident one day? Yeah. Huh?
つまりそういう一面を持つ彼女は本人の意思を超えたところで一定の影響力を持っているってわけ。
Yeah, that does make sense. Like, it seems like the girls that have the titles are... If they have a title, then it shows how popular they are, essentially. So, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, so he's in with Risei and Ruriko now. Ritsuko, again, she's another one that's kind of indifferent towards him. Like, she's willing to at least interact with him. Yeah, the ones that are indifferent are Marika and Ruriko and Tamie. Yeah, they won't, like, associate with him, but they'll still interact with him and be on friendly terms. And then you got Mitsuki, who just flat out hates him. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get you out of school no matter what. Like, goddamn. Chill. Alright. Mitsuki-san had said something like that too. Oh, speak of the devil, right there.
だから真っ先にルリコさんに狙いを定めたのかと思ったんだけど、違ったの？
No? You think this dude is just out here, like, prowling? Okay, which girl has a title that I can manipulate? Like, I feel like you're just overthinking things. No, not at all. Ruriko-san just mentioned she had interest in guys, so...
どういうことよ？
That part she didn't, which is very suspicious. As the ace of the news club, she was quick to jump on that fact. Yeah. She's very sharp, I'll give her that. I guess you'd have to ask her if you want to know more. In other words, she did it.
まあそうね。一時ソースに当たる。それが報道の鉄則だもの。
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I wasn't planning to go after people with influence. I wanted to make friends with everyone individually. Yeah. Even people who don't have titles, you know, like... A title doesn't determine, like, somebody's importance. That's the message we should be taking away from this.
なかなか立派なこと言うじゃない。
Oh yeah, well... I guess I'm an honorable guy. I guess so.
参ったわ。
Rise, どうしたの? Oh, Rise-san, how did it go? Though, judging from her expression, I didn't really have to ask.
ダメ。結局、全員が首を縦には振らなかったわ。
She had been working on convincing the society members. As predicted, it had been a total failure. Yeah.
あなたの方の守備は?
Probably not much better either. Sorry, no luck here either. In one class, there's even a girl who hides her face behind a textbook or notebook when I show up. They don't seem prepared to accept me just yet.
そう。それ、どこのクラス?
What? You don't try to... Let's see. I can't seem to remember, but it happens every time. I've tried to stop by each class a few times.
ちょっと珍しいような話ね。いくらなんでも顔を隠すというのも。
Well, if they're running away screaming, I think it's not too far-fetched to assume that they're just gonna start hiding now.
まあ、マサヤさんの方は焦ることはなくってよ。それより私、いいことを思いついてしまったの。
An idea, interesting.
カッテレンって言葉、ご存知かしら?
Infallen tears. Like information volunteers? Interesting. Let's see what she's getting at here. I think I've heard it, but I'm not sure.
勝手に連帯して応援する。一種の造語でしょ?
Informal volunteer. Oh. So what, like tricking them into into doing things for you? Like well let's keep it going and see what she's getting at here, because I don't want to speculate too much.
そう。私ったらつい選挙の洗礼のことが念頭にあって、そうした発想は持てなかったのだけど。
Interesting.
正式な役員ではなかったとしても、応援はしてもらえるじゃない。
Oh, okay, yeah. So they can still help out in the society even though they're not members. Okay. But what is her plan to do that though? Let's see what her plan is. Oh, I see.
じゃあ、今日の放課後から早速勧誘を始めるわよ。よくって。
Oh, they're gonna be like door-to-door canvassers? Oh my god. Good luck with that. Roger.
ごめん。先に言っておくけど、私は無理よ。君のこと、個人的にはちょっと気に入ってきたけど。
I appreciate that. Yeah. Like I was saying, like if she's shown picking sides, then that's going to compromise her journalistic integrity, so to speak. But yeah, it makes sense.
とはいえ、公正中立、不偏不当は絶対だもの。どちらかに肩入れすることはできないわね。
Yeah, exactly. So.
わかっているわ。でも報道はしてくれるわね。私たちが応援団を勧誘すること。
Yeah, I feel like that should be okay. Like making like an ad in the paper saying like, "Hey, the White Lily Society needs help," you know, if you're interested in supporting.
それはもちろん。右の手のすることを左に悟られてはならないなんていうのは報道とは相入れないもの。いいことももちろん悪いこともビシバシ書かせてもらうわよ。
Again, to be impartial, yeah. All right, well,
千穂さん
Chiho. I couldn't remember her name. Yeah.
千穂さんはまさやさんのことをどう思います？
Mm.
何か？
Mm-hmm.
私、男子と顔を合わせる機会がこれまでほとんどなくて、まさやさんは見たり聞いたりした限りでは決して悪い人ではないみたいですが、どう判断したらいいかよくわからないんです。そっか。
Yeah.
千穂さんはまさやさんとはもう交流を持たれました？私はそんなまさやなんかとは。
Is she the one that was hiding her face? Because that makes more sense now. Oh, she dropped a classmate's honorific? And it's the boy, too. It's not very ladylike of her. She is a final course tourist, after all. Damn! Just because she wasn't like... So because she wasn't like recruited as a full-time student, like... Yeah, that's another thing, like... Another thing I hate about schools, like cliques. Like you get shunned just because you're not popular. Yeah, it's so stupid.
気にしないことですよ、千穂さん。彼のことだけど、私はまだ話したことがないからちょっとよくわからないかな。そうですか。けどなんとなくよ。決して根拠があって言うわけじゃないんだから。
Now, why are you getting so flustered, huh?
悪いやつではないんじゃないかな。そんな気がする。そうですよね。
Aw.
そうだ。まだお話ししていないのでしたら、この機会にお会いしてみてはいかがでしょう。
Here we go.
私はだってそんな。
Come on, don't make excuses.
お嫌でしょうか？
Hmm? I think you're outmatched here.
理事長もおっしゃっていたことですし、ガールフレンドをたくさん作るようにと。
Girlfriendo.
ボーイフレンドやガールフレンド、それがどういう存在かということについても私などはよく知りませんが、お友達ということでしたら想像はつきます。友達が増えるのは嬉しいですよね。
I don't know. From my perspective, having a lot of friends is not always not always a good thing. I feel like it's better to have a few really close friends than to have a bunch of people that all you do is just say, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" once in a while. Like, you know, it's just more people you're inserting into your life that potentially you'll just drift apart and lose contact with after a while. Yeah, with a more like handful of friends, like then you have more people to go to if you're in trouble or something. Because if you're trying to have like 30 something friends, then that's crazy. But anyway, that's just my opinion.
私はいいよ。
Damn. Damn.
そうですか。
Aw. She sounds disappointed. Okay, so we're not gonna meet Chiho just yet.
さて、じゃあマサヤさん、行くわよ。
Ikayo? Hell yeah. It's finally the end of the school day. Sure. Iyo.
昼間言っていたこと、早速実践に移すのね。じゃあ取材をさせてもらうわよ。
You never stop to get a scoop, do you?
お願い。
Alright. はい、どうぞ。
まずはどこから攻めるの？
Going to attack. Let's see, when she phrases it like that, I'm like, that doesn't sound good.
B 組。私、カッテレンのことを思いついてから真っ先に思いついた人物がいるのよ。
Yeah, Ruriko. Ruriko should be, I think she'll be on board.
誰？やっぱりビジュブル？
There you go, yeah.
いいえ、違うわ。
Really? Not Ruriko. Ruriko じゃないですか? Ah.
じゃあ誰かな？他に有望な人なんていたっけ？まあそれは今から判明してよ。もっとも私もまだ喋ったことのない相手だからうまくいくかどうかはわからないけれど。
Is it gonna be Chiho? Oh no. That's gonna be awkward as fuck.
喋ったことのない相手。
Okay, if you've never talked to her before, then why do you assume she'll be on board? I feel like that's kind of ignorant, but whatever. As we spoke, we arrived in front of Class B. Bum bum ba. Oh, here we are. This is the class of the girl who always hides her face when I come in. Yep, I had a feeling. It seemed like it would be her, yeah.
あらそう。彼女じゃなければいいんだけど。
It probably is. Oh my, it's Soleil Deiko. I heard the whisper of various voices all around us. That was the power that Rise-san had. Then... The moment I stepped in, the girl hid her face behind her notebook again. She must have been extremely shy. At least I hope that was the only reason. Rise-san walked purposefully, passing through the gap between desks. Her destination was... the girl who was hiding her face, yep.
あら、リセさん。ごきげんよう。
Gokigenyo? She stood right in front of her. This would be interesting. She must have known she was being approached, but she just hid further behind her notebook. Her hands and shoulders were trembling. It was definitely an unusual reaction. Is she afraid? No, that can't be it.
千穂さん。
Uh-huh. What?
何か？
Oh, nothing. Wait a minute. The name Chiho isn't exactly uncommon. It's not like Rosenin or something. Even so, my heart was pounding. Chiho-san started trembling even more. Ise-san and Ruriko-san both looked suspicious, while Tamie-san seemed curious. While feeling the girl's eyes sharply fixed on me, my own eyes were locked on Chiho-san. My heart started racing faster. Her notebook was open and her face was completely hidden, but she couldn't hide her hair. Those characteristic pigtails, the color of her hair. She was... Chiho? Is it you?
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Even Tamie's shocked, like, wow. I thought nothing got past her. The moment I spoke, Chiho-san, no, my Chiho, threw down her notebook and sent her chair clattering as she stood up. Her brows knitted tightly. She ground her teeth. Her eyes began to well up with tears. She had never looked at me this way before. But it was unquestionably her. There's no way I would forget my childhood friend's face. Damn. Raider? What? Damn, she slapped the shit out of him too. Fucking hell, alright. I expect that reaction. Bam. Oh my god. He's gonna turn this into a scoop. Yep. I was pretty sure that strange squeal had come from me. But it was such a merciless blow that it wasn't surprising that I would cry out in shock. Everybody's like, damn. Come on, chill the fuck out. Tamie-san ran off, chasing after Chiho's departing form. All that remained in the room. Whoa! Did you see? Did you? Did you? Violence! Actual violence! Oh dear, oh dear. Was an explosion of activity, a lingering anger, and a lot of cold gazes. Why are you so butthurt about it? Oh no. Now Ruriko's turning on us. No. Even the usually placid Ruriko-san looked distressed. Punishments, huh?
そうでしょうね。何しろあまり聞いたことのない出来事ですから。
Aha.
ビンタですもの。それは私たちだって喧嘩くらいはしますけれど。
I take it they've never seen someone get slapped before. So this is a first for everybody.
これはやはりマサヤくんがそれ相応のことをしたと、そういうことなのでしょうね。
Isn't that just jumping to conclusions? You really suck, don't you?
はい、きっとそのはずです。
You see, you don't just speculate.
一体何をしたのでしょうね。やはりいやらしいことでも。
男子はエッチな生き物であるとは私も聞いています。そうした世の噂はやっぱり本当のことなのでしょうか。
Uncontrollable sexual beings. I think this dude's just some predator. That's isn't this kid only like 16, 17 or something? Yeah. Like how much trouble you think this dude has gotten into in his short life?
さあ、私も知らなくてよ。ともあれ。
Exactly. Why are you sitting here speculating then if you don't know?
家探しでおかしなものが見つからなかったのは事実ですが、それはやはり見せかけと断じるべきなのでしょうね。
See, Suppose is doing all the heavy lifting here. Oh, I think he was at fault. I suppose he was putting up a front. I assume he's involved. These are all leading words to imply that, yeah, you don't know for certain. That's the whole point.
はい、彼はきっと油断のならない男子なんです。
See, now she's trying to sound... She's trying to convince herself that, like, oh yeah, it is true. Like, okay. Like, how certain are you? That's the question.
その通りだわ。それはつまるところ。
Shut up. Oh my god.
是が非でも我が万戦ヌから排除しなければならない存在ということになるのでしょうね。
Okay, so it looks like Marika flipped just like that. Yeah. It took a slap in the face to get her to turn. That sucks. So these two are probably going to be our enemies now. So we're probably going to be like fighting mostly these two, I bet. And she said that so like excitedly. Great, Masaya's fucked, I think. That's going to be fun. Well, that was a turn of events. The paper came out quick the next day. Tomie wasted no time with that. What's more, even before the paper came out, it seemed like everyone knew what had happened yesterday. Yeah. Not much like that happens in the school, so when it does, it's kind of shocking. Word travels fast. It was a boarding school, and they were all famille, like family. Once it was out there, the information spread like wildfire. Yeah, I bet. The second I left my room, I felt like I'd been on a bed of needles. That feeling didn't change when I arrived at the classroom. To the contrary, the gauges fixed on me just seemed harsher and colder. Well, yeah. He's gonna have to try even harder now. That's gonna be great. I wanted to ask someone what the Tentator serpent the article had mentioned could have meant, but no one would meet my eyes. Tentator serpent. Seductive serpent. He now has a title. Well, at least he has a title. I mean, they at least acknowledge him, but it's not a title you want. But yeah.
ごきげんよう。
Yeah. Tentator serpent. Seductive serpent. That is fucked. Damn. Good morning. Ohio.
あら、まだ跡が残っているのね。
And his face is still red from the slap. Yeah. I was shocked when I saw it this morning. It was bright red in the mirror.
驚いたのはこちらよ。
You seem more pissed than shocked. Lisa-san put a hand to her forehead and looked up to the ceiling.
あなた、今や学校中の噂になっているのよ。分かっていて。
Yeah, it's to be expected. Yeah.
ただでさえマサヤさんは注目の的なのに、あんなことがあって。一説によると、バンセンヌで暴力沙汰があったのは開校以来初めてではないかということだわ。それは騒ぎにもなるわよ。
Man, they're treating this like it's some kind of like brawl where all it was is just a slap on the face. Like that's like pretty tame violence if you ask me, but whatever. All these girls are pretty sheltered, so they probably haven't seen anything like this. That's true, but was that really violence?
だってあんなに思い切り叩いて音だってすごかったじゃないの。
The sound was incredible. Like a sonic boom or something. Well...
それで
She looked at me from the corners of her eyes.
今日はちゃんと話を聞かせていただけるんでしょうね。二人の間で何があったか。
Interesting. Yeah, because what he described... When he even mentioned, like, his quote-unquote childhood friend before, it made it seem like they just drifted apart, but in her mind, something else happened entirely. For Chiho, yeah. So now it's about figuring out, okay, what exactly happened, yeah. And how can they fix it? After what happened yesterday, I had run out of the room after Chiho. Ah, okay, so he did try to talk it out, apparently. So I guess we're gonna see what happened. But I lost her by the time I reached the hallway. She must have ran pretty damn fast then. I checked back in the dorm, but whether she was there or not, she didn't respond to my knocks. How do you know which dorm she was in? That's kind of weird. I knew I couldn't hang around in the halls forever, so I eventually withdrew to my room and let it go for the day. Sure.
だって何しろ裏切り者ですもの。これは穏やかではないわ。
True, yeah.
まさかあなたがタンタトゥルセルパンなどとは私は思わないけれど。
Oh my god. Being labeled as a seductive serpent, that is rough.
でもよほどのことがあったのは間違いないのだから。
Yeah, it's really gonna impact like his likability now. No one's gonna want to talk to him at this point. And they already didn't talk to him.
きちんと説明していただかないと私としても納得できないわ。 何よ。
What does tentator serpent mean?
誘惑の蛇。
The fact that she even had to translate it, she's like, ugh. Yeah.
つまりあの事件はそういう種類のものとして捉えられているということなのよ。色男さん。
Casanova. She poked at my chest as she spoke, then finally took her seat.
おはようございます。
Awkward! Sister Mishima entered. I took my seat as well. After homeroom ended, Sister Mishima addressed me. Oh, great. This is gonna be interesting.
マサヤくん、ちょっと廊下へ。
Yeah. Oh, yes, ma'am.
昨日の件で校長先生がお呼びです。放課後校長室まで行ってもらえますか？
Yeah, that's not good. Yes, ma'am.
まあまあ、そう固くならずに。
He patted my shoulder gently.
あんな程度のことは実は結構ザラなのですから。
This kind of thing happens. It does it though? Does it? What do you mean it happens all the time? What? But Ise-san said it was the first instance of violence in Vincent's history.
ああ、まあ確かにビンタはあまり見ないかもしれません。けれど引っかき合いはしょっちゅうですよ。
Damn! These girls are like scratching and clawing at each other, and then, oh, sure, that's not a problem, but then this dude getting slapped in the face. Oh my god, stop the presses! This guy's a pervert. Like, what? Get out of here. Like, oh my god, he's a violent person. Oh.
憧れのお姉様が自分以外の子と一緒にお昼をとったキーなんてね。
Uh-huh. That they get into fights because their sister had decided to sit with another girl. That okay.
私も現役の頃は
Sister Mishima's gaze became distance.
まあそういうわけですから。そうそう、千穂さんも一緒に呼ばれているそうですよ。
This ought to be interesting. Ah, I see.
口裏を合わせるのであればお早めに。
Ah, right. Well, considering Masaya is the outsider, whatever Chiho says, they're probably going to take her side. So that's why, if she's willing to at least hear him out, you know, that's all he can do is just explain things from his perspective, and whether they trust him or not is up to them. That's all you can do at the end of the day. Line up our stories? That would probably be for the best, but I was hesitant to actually go to see Chiho. There was the possibility of a repeat of that incident. I didn't especially mind being hit, but I didn't want it to hurt her standing in the school. Of course, I didn't intend to avoid her forever. I guess I should wait until after class.
シスターは何ですって？
The headmistress wants to talk to me. I have to go see her after class.
校長先生か。
Yeah. This is the first time I've ever been chewed out by the headmistress.
またのんきに笑ったりして。
It isn't?
校長先生はもともと厳しい方ですけど、あなたには一層風当たりが強いかもしれなくてよ。
Yeah, because he's the outsider, so. Not only that, he's interrupting the whole dynamic of the school by just his presence alone, so. What? Why?
校長先生は主給派の最強硬派だから。
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, I remember who this character is. She's another one that's like super sexist. Yeah, she's not gonna listen to anything he says. Yeah, that's gonna be fucked.
でも放課後か。だったら話は夜の方がいいかな。
Yeah.
じゃあ夜になったらメールでも送るわ。
Sure.
どうよこの激写はあの一瞬で。私はカメラの腕も大したものでしょ。
What the fuck? How did she preemptively know it was gonna happen? He was real fast with that. Sure, whatever.
おっと、悪く思わないでよね。現に起こったことをできる限り広く知らしめる。それが報道のあるべき姿なんだから。
Yeah, well, journalism can also hurt people too, so. Yeah, I know. But where did your Holy Trinity even come from? You weren't even carrying a bag.
それは企業秘密。けどヒントをあげると、秘密の鍵はこの帽子にあるかもしれないわよ。
She's just hiding a whole camera and recording equipment in her hat. Wow. That's crazy. That's dedication, I guess. He's keeping them in a strange place again. It really was a strange hat, but I wasn't sure if it was okay to ask about it, so I just let it go for now. Yeah, it is interesting why she chooses to wear that hat, but okay. But it was a good shot, at least. He's like, well, you can't deny it. Yeah, it does look cool on the paper, probably, yeah. I could certainly understand why she'd want to brag about it a little. Well, I'm doing fine, but... Yeah, Chiho. I hope Chiho's okay. I'm not worried about her being scolded by the teachers or anything, but... I keep thinking other girls might give her the cold shoulder about that. Mm-hmm.
お優しいことね。何を怒っているの？怒ってなんかいやしないわ。
I'm not mad. What do you mean?
ただ、私は報道部ってこともあって知っているんだけど、千穂さんって。
Jealousy.
元から結構浮いているところはあるから。
Yeah, because the whole tourist bullshit, yeah. Oh, really? I stopped eating.
ちょっとね。
For once, Tamie-san was being evasive. But Chiho's so friendly. She was so popular back at Eitatsu Auxiliary.
ちょっと気になったんですけど、お二人は前々からのお知り合いなのかしら？
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah. I sat back in my chair and resumed eating. Today's meal was the 10-piece nigiri sushi. That sounds fucking good, honestly.
まあ、そうでしょうね。いくらあなたがタンタトゥルセルパンとはいえ、入ったばっかりで不適切な関係にはなれないでしょうし。
Exactly. This is what Marika and Mitsuki did to get to their damn heads. Like, how would he be called a seductive serpent this soon on after just joining the school? Like, come on. When would he have time to do that? Speaking of which, is that Tentator serpent thing something you came up with, Tamie-san?
あら、早くもあちこちで使われているのよ。はっきり言って渾身の命名だわね。
You really suck. So much for being impartial. Get out of here. No, that's not what I was asking.
で、どうなのよ。
Alright, let's see. I guess you'd call us childhood friends.
幼なじみ 昔から顔を合わせていたということ？
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
ああ、なるほど。だから君も呼び捨てで呼んでいるのか。
Yep.
私の情報網によると、千穂さんの方も呼び捨てだったそうだからさ。こりゃなんかあるなとは思っていたんだけど。
So that tells me she still has some sort of respect for him. So their friendship still meant something, you know?
いいわね。いいな。このこの。私憧れちゃうわよ。
Tamiya-san nudged me with her elbow. I shrugged and popped another nigiri into my mouth. Munch, munch. Huh?
素敵な男子が幼馴染か。なかなかいいわよね。ねえ。
What are you talking about?
なんかさっきからリセさん怒ってない？
No, she's jealous.
怒ってなんかないってば。幼馴染って聞いて気になるだなんて、そんなこと思ってもいないんだから。
Damn. Yeah, she's jealous because there's someone in the school that knows him longer. She met somebody that knows him longer. Yeah. So she can't say that she's like his only friend there. Jealous.
はあ？ごちそうさま。
Aw.
あ
Moku 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 moku.
で、まさやさん、何を涙目になって身もだえているの？
Yeah, he did kind of just randomly cry out for no reason. What is up with this dude? What? Did you say something? I felt like my face was going to explode. I could barely hear anything. Those nigiri that spicy?
何を涙目になって身もだえていたのって言ったの。
Oh, it's just that wasabi was stronger than I expected.
タンタトゥルセルパンに料理人からのきついお仕置きじゃないかしらね。
That is so stupid. See, the teachers are supposed to be unbiased too, but it's like, that's fucked up. Seriously?
ま、単にミスっただけでしょ。本物の寿司職人さんが握ったわけじゃなし。
Okay, that makes more sense. This is really good though. I was surprised they make sushi for a school lunch. Wonder if I should have another plate. Wait, huh? Where's Urise-san?
出て行ったことにも気がつかなかったの？
No. Oh, that's right. She said something, didn't she? The dude wasn't even paying attention to anything.
さあ、まさやさんが聞こえなかったんならいいんじゃないの？
Mm-hmm.
けど君って見かけによらず本当にタンタトゥルセルパンだわ。私もそのうち誘惑されちゃうのかしら。
What the fuck does that mean? Oh my god. What are you talking about? Weirdo?
私ったらバカね。何を言っているのよ。幼なじみか。
Yeah, I mean... Can't assume people's pasts, you know? You got mail.
メール。
Hmm.
さっきの独り言は記事にしたりしないから安心して。ソンブルスキャナーにも仁義はあるのよ。
Even Tommy is like, don't worry, I won't say anything.
それからマサヤさんはわさびに苦しんでいて聞こえなかったようだから、その点は安心してちょうだい。
He was choking on wasabi too hard that he couldn't hear anything. That's fascinating.
よかった。
Yeah, he didn't hear your little rant back there, so. Alright. Oh boy. The real problem came after class. Chiho and I arrived in the headmistress's office. I ran into Chiho almost right in front of the door, but she didn't respond when I addressed her, and she studiously avoided eye contact.
感心しませんね。
Yeah, this is the lady that's like... Yeah, like I said, this lady is super sexist. She just like hates all men. Crazy. I was expecting to receive a tongue lashing, so it wasn't really surprising, but the headmistress was somehow scarier than the chairwoman. Yeah? That's what Rise was saying.
何よりも性質が尊ばれる万世のにおいて暴力沙汰など、一方を耳にしたときは我が耳を疑いました。
Well, believe it. It wasn't really violence.
なんです？
Well, I mean, I don't think it was really that bad.
何を言うのです。頬を腫れさせておきながら。
I mean, he's just trying to stick up for Chiho. Like, I get where he's coming from. He'd rather take all the blame, I guess. This isn't really a bruise. It's more of a mark.
似たようなものでしょう。
It's semantics, yeah. She tapped her desk with a fingernail in irritation.
まったく、入って1週間でもう問題など起こして。まあ、そんな予感はしていましたが。だから私は反対だったのです。だいたい女子校に男子を入れるなど、こんな非常識な話がありますか？
Again, don't just keep making assumptions, you stupid idiots.
まあ、今さらそんなことを言っても仕方のないことですが、理事会で決まったことです。ただし、
Got outvoted, huh? Sucks. He cut off sharply and fixed me with a cold gaze, eyes narrowed.
今回のような暴力沙汰と特待留学生の件はまた別です。私は学校の実務を取り仕切る者として原因を聞いておく必要があります。
Yeah, at least try to understand what happened.
一体何があったのです？
I checked on Chiho from the corners of my eyes. Her head was bowed deeply, her eyes fixed on the floor.
どうしたのです？早く述べなさい。
すみませんでした。
All you gotta say, alright. I'm sorry. I quickly parroted her words, but the headmistress's expression didn't soften.
誰が謝れと言いました？私は理由を述べなさいとそう言っているのです。
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she mostly just wants to know what happened. Save the apologies for later.
言えないのですか？詐欺沢千穂さん、 あなたは校長先生の指示に従えないのですか？
Are you willing to get kicked out of school for this dude? I mean, the fact that she's willing to defy the authority tells me that she does still care about him in a way. So, not an easy position to be in.
まったく。これだから後期のお客さんは。
Again, like that's such judging people based on status. Like so stupid. What does that mean? I didn't understand what she was talking about, but at the headmistress's words, Chiho's shoulders began to tremble. Headmistress?
なんです。
Goddamn, nandesu. Shit. The truth is, I owed her a CD.
CD?
I broke Chiho-san's favorite CD, and that was the reason she was mad.
もう少しマシな嘘をついたらどうです？
Yeah, well, it's my story and I'm sticking to it. So you can shut up. It's the truth.
マルコによる福音書第9章43節にこのようにあります。もし手があなたを罪に誘うなら、切って捨てよ。
Yeah, cut my hand off then.
そちらの方がゲヘナの火で焼かれるよりもよほど幸せということです。
Burned in the fires of hell because he quote unquote broke a CD? Oh my god. That's ridiculous.
おこのぎまさやくん、あなたの舌は切って捨てた方がいいのではありませんか？
Damn! That's fucked up. I had no idea how to respond to such excessively cruel words.
Dozo.
Come in.
ごきげんよう。
Oh. I think the chairwoman is above her in status. Yeah, so that's why she can't defy her. This is gonna be interesting because she kind of supports Masaya in a way, so he can tell her to sit the fuck down.
理事長、どうしてこちらに？
校長先生がマサヤくんをいじめているのではないかと気になったのです。
And you were right.
心外です。私は生徒をいじめるようなことは。
No, you just were constantly putting him down and saying like, "Oh yeah, we should cut off your tongue and burn you on the pyre or some shit like that." Yeah, that's. Oh, I wasn't harassing him. Yeah, shut the hell up.
わかっていますよ。他愛のない冗談です。
Yeah, I wasn't harassing him. I was just telling him how much of a piece of shit he was. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Dumbass.
それで、今はどこまで話が進んでいるのです？
I was just explaining what caused the fight.
言葉は正確に用いなさい。偽証していたところでしょう。
Bearing false witness.
おやおや。
Well, there was no one there that knows truly what happened. So he can literally say whatever he wants and they can't disprove it. So it's like, because they don't exactly have security cameras in these classrooms. So the chairwoman smiled in amusement. I found myself relaxing. Don't relax yet. I mean, I understand. I'll tell you the truth. わかります。正直。It's spring, after all, so I lifted her skirt. That's why she smacked me.
あくまで正直にはならないつもりですか。
まあまあ、校長先生。どうやら、まさやくんは行為そのものは水に流している様子。それでいいではありませんか。
Yeah, I mean, if he's willing to take the blame, like, I mean, that, like I said, they can't know what happened because they don't have any way to verify whether he's telling the truth. So this whole meeting is pointless. But
しかし私は校長という職務を鑑みて
can't just let it go.
イエスは繰り返しおっしゃっているではありませんか。人を許し、罪を許せよ、と。
Did he really say that?
まさやくん、叩かれたことは気にしていないのでしょ。
Ah, yes. I don't mind at all.
ということで、いかがでしょう。この辺でそろそろ手打ちにしては。
理事長のおっしゃることはもちろんわかりますが、やはり甘いと言わざるを得ませんね。
Even she's like, come on, lady, give it a rest.
ことは二人の間だけにとどまりません。我が万戦の全体に関わることです。
I mean, I can see where she's coming from too, because it makes the school look bad, but at the same time, like sitting here berating, forcing confessions out of them that you can't even disprove is not getting anywhere either, so pointless.
万戦ヌという器はこれまでずっと成長が保たれていました。そこに一滴の泥が入り込んでしまった。一滴とはいえ見過ごすことはできません。
A single drop of mud. He's calling this dude mud now. Wow.
一体誰が濁った水を飲み干すことができますか？
Oh, the lowly peasants, right? Yeah. You're treating me like mud? Exactly. How is that not harassment? Whatever. I couldn't help but feel a little offended. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude.
それは違いますよ、校長先生。まさやくんが泥なのではありません。泥は最初からそこにあったのです。
Oh, that's... It's like the mud has always been here, you stupid idiot. Damn. Okay, chairwoman, get him. Chairwoman's cooking.
どういう意味でしょう？
Even she's all shocked.
長い歴史のうちにはどうしてもよどみが生じてしまいます。まさやくんという一石はその泥を巻き上げた。であれば一時視界を曇らせたとしてもそれは仕方のないことでしょう。
Hell yeah.
よどみなどと。失礼ですが理事長のお言葉とも思えません。私は驚きを禁じ得ません。
Interesting, yeah. She's making an interesting point, I think. Huh.
よどみと言って言い過ぎであれば それは意識と言い換えてもいいかもしれません。
Yeah, they tried to tell themselves that the way they operate that school is so pure and just and innocent, when in reality, like, it's not necessarily like that. Every culture, everybody thinks about life differently, you know? So it's like, what you might believe is the right way, someone else would think is wrong. Like, you can't please everybody. I think that's kind of what she's trying to say. Like, her way isn't always necessarily just. Like, she's literally sitting here calling him mud. And pretty much treating him like he's trash, essentially. And she's trying to sit here and make excuses for that. When she's trying to tell her, like, yeah, your way of... Like, that's a very closed-minded way of thinking. So, yeah. Makes sense. The chairwoman's cooking. Alright.
バンセンヌは人の心を一箇所に留め置く力がありますからね。良くも悪くも強烈な力場がある。
Yeah, exactly.
まあ、校長先生がまた別のお考えをお持ちであることは私も承知しておりますが。
わかりました。では理事長に免じて今回の件は不問に付すとしましょう。
あまりきれいな水では魚も住めないと言いますし。
That's an interesting metaphor. Huh. Interesting, okay. I don't think I've ever thought of a metaphor like that in my life. Yeah, so I guess what she's saying is if everybody if they just accept the like-minded people and don't change their perspectives on things, then the world would be a very stale place, essentially. So yeah, I see where he's coming from. The headmistress didn't respond, but turned back to Chiho and me.
下がって結構です。
Bye, Felicia! Get the fuck out of here. Ah, yes, ma'am.
はい。
Wow, can't believe we got out of that. I made a show of wiping my brow in relief.
私に助け舟を出したつもりなの。
I guess. Huh?
嘘をついたことよ。
You love the way I lie, don't you? Oh, that wasn't what I... As we talked, Chiho still wouldn't meet my eyes.
感謝なんかしないんだからね。私、あんたのこと、絶対に許さないんだから。
Okay, they're like kind of skirting around it. It's like, what did this fool do?
おやおや、やっぱり二人の間には何かあるようなのですね。
Ah, Madam Chairwoman.
いえ、いいのです。心揺さぶられることがあってこそ青春。私はそう思いますよ。
Oh.
さあ、行きましょう。マサヤくんももう寮に戻るのでしょ。
Ah, yes, ma'am. As we walked back together, I spoke up. Madam Chairwoman, Earlier, the headmistress referred to Chiho as a final course tourist. What does that mean?
そう、そんなことを。
Yeah, she did.
そうした風潮も消えてくれることを期待して、私は共学科へと舵を切ったのですが。
But other than those few cryptic words, she didn't address my question at all. Well, that's very helpful. After dinner, I got an email from Risei-san and headed for the recreation room. Hey there.
ごきげんよう。
Oh, she looks so cute in her normal clothes.
もし人の目をはばかるような話なら外に出てもいいですけれど、どうします？
No, it doesn't really matter.
じゃあここにしましょう。
I will not remain. We headed for the sofa and sat.
じゃあ聞かせていただけるわね。千穂さんとの間に何があったのか。
Alrighty, guys. I think I'm actually gonna leave this here just because I wanted to try and see what happened with Chiho and Masaya, but this video is already getting pretty long, and I think this will be good. A good little cliffhanger for next time, so that should be cool. But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I am really enjoying this game so far. Yeah. The story is kind of fun, I guess. So I am excited to play more of this, so it should be fun. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, you can let me know by leaving a like or telling me in the comments below. Subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.